FabLab Bohol, first fabrication laboratory in the Philippines. So I'm Erickson, and I'll be giving you a tour of our facilities. So come in. So FabLab basically it's a hub for research and development. It's a place for rapid prototyping. So we have 6 basic facilities, and if you don't mind, I'll be giving you a tour of each machine. So first off is the small milling machine, or the MDX40A. So its concept, it's just like a drill where the X, Y, and Z axis is controlled by the computer and of course with the machine. So what are the outputs of this particular machine? It can do microcontrollers. So see these geeky things? You can make this through this machine, and it's fast and of course accurate. And aside from that, this machine can also do 3D models. Imagine from a wood of block, you can make something in 3D, but of course you have to prepare the 3D file. So that is the MDX40A, or the small milling machine. So next off is the 3D printer. So we're out with the 2D and in with the 3D. So what are the particular outputs of this machine? So if you've seen this one, this is a prosthesis. So imagine helping people who can't walk to walk by making prosthesis through this 3D printer. So there's just too much applications that you can use this machine for. So this is the 3D printer. So its concept is just like a glue gun, but of course the X, Y, and Z is being controlled. Okay, so let's proceed to the third machine that we have. This is the laser system, or laser cutter, sponsored by the way by JICA. Thank you, JICA. So one of its uses, by the way, is it does engraving and laser cutting. It can do on materials such as plastic, wood, paper, but for the metals and soft metals lang. One applications that we use it for is for the people in Ubay for their milk soap venture. So the usual soap that we do in Bohol are just the plain cube, the plain circles, but right now we can do these things through the help of this stamp, which our designers from DTI has did. And then aside from this one, we also did some molds. This is, by the way, acrylic. Of course, still made by the laser system. So that is the laser cutter. And then next one is the print and cut machine. So it's basically just like a large-scale printer that prints tarpaulin, stickers, photo papers, etc. But its main application as a Fab Lab is to help small SMEs or the local firms in Bohol with regards to their packaging. So that is one of the basic applications of this machine. We assist them make good quality products that is more sellable and efficient to the market. Okay, so let's proceed to the biggest machine that we have, the shopbot, or the big milling machine. So if you remember the first machine that I introduced, it's of the same concept, but this is large scale. You can make furnitures, you can make home accessories, you can even make a house out of this machine. So later on, I'll be showing you a project that we did with this machine, and it's definitely unbelievable. This is the shopbot, also sponsored by JICA. Okay, so next, the 6th facility that we have, and sort of the heart of FabLab, is the live conferencing system. Now, why do I call it the heart of FabLab? It's basically because this connects us to different Fab Labs in different parts of the world. So you can see there are so many Fab Labs there. So we connect to them in a network, and one of its use is like, for example, we have a problem with our project, And then, of course, what we do is we connect to the network and we seek for their advices so that we can solve the problem together. So that is what we do with this live conferencing system. So yes, so those are the facilities that we have. Now I'll be showing some of the outputs that we did over here. So this chair here, this is actually made by the shopbot or the big milling machine. And then over here, this is the 1:10 scale of the house that I mentioned, which we actually did in 1:1 scale in a form of a daycare center in Balilihan. We actually launched it in last September, of course in cooperation with KU University. And you remember the soap mold that we did? So this one. So we created the 3D model of the soap and then made a silicone mold out of it. And then here are some of the outputs. This is already the soap. And then these ones. So see, there's just so much things we can do from these facilities. Now let me give you a tour of the projects that we did. And we're currently doing. Makita mo gagawin na. So let's start here. The plastic upcycling project. So this plastic upcycling project, its main objective is to reuse garbage plastic, heat press it, and turn it into a new material and manipulate it for industrial purposes. Later on, I'll be showing you the machine. And then this is the STEM education project, or the project-based learning that we're currently doing in the university. And then the board house project, which I mentioned, using the shopbot, which is in the form of a daycare center. And then of course, the upcycling project, because again, we yearn to make things sustainable and reuse unused materials. So by the way, I forgot this heat press machine that we're currently doing. So this machine will do the upcycling project. So the garbage plastic, we basically put it here and then we press it. And then once it's done, it's a new material. So yes, those are the facilities that we have and what we can do. And I hope you learned something. Thank you.